I'm telling you, man.
Hey, fam. Welcome back to yet another episode of I'm Telling You.
I'm telling you?
Damn it, who changed the prompters? Yo, the green room was massively effective. We had a really good time. Yeah, we got an amazing guest on, but yeah, I'm Philly D.
Mr. Gemini.
Clickety clack, a fact checker, Miss JD.
Yeah, no, as always, we ask you, please reach out to us, continue the conversation, chat us up, talk to us. If you want to be on the show, if you think somebody should be on the show, we're all about giving the love and support and everything out there. But hit us up, all three of us, ITY at directionsandmusic.org, or individually,
GEMINI at directionsandmusic.org.
Bleep, bleep. Dude, at this point, we got to put that shit in there. But yeah, we're Philly D, PHI, LLY at directionsandmusic.org. Yeah, for first time listeners, this is a 30-year friendship where the conversation has just been continuing. We throw dad jokes, movie quotes, and we literally talk anything, everything, metaphysics, life, how not to be a douche. You're just like hovering over the mic. You want to say something?
You like how I give you the D, don't you?
You like got him the D? Oh, Jesus, yeah. And then sometimes, like I say, yeah, we got guests in the house, which tonight we got our man, Mr. HellzFlame. This dude is amazing. Please introduce yourself to the people.
What it do, everybody? It's your man, HellzFlame, singer, songwriter, voice actor for the Chronic Tales animated series. What's happening, people?
Yo, awesome. Dude, that made me think of like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, where they have their like alter ego characters, where they're the freaking what the hell, the Dark Knight and the freaking what the yeah, JD, you're gonna have to look this shit up for me. My mind's blanking, but that shit is hilarious. I love Kevin Smith. I don't know. We were talking movies earlier, bro. Do you know who Kevin Smith is?
Chronic.
Yeah, Blunt Man and Chronic. Thanks. Apparently he knows. There you go. My apologies, my friend. Miss JD, you can stand down now. Apparently he's taking. I know she's like, I'll just take a nap now. I'll be over here if you need me. Yeah, but dude, that. So what is that about? Like, give me because I mean that's what it kind of sounds like. It's got like a cartoony like comic book. Like I'm into that shit.
The Chronic Tales is creation from my guy Nick Terensky. He drew these characters up back in the day when he was a youngster. And then he put them on shirts later on. Then we met up with him after it was on the shirts, and we started wearing them everywhere and getting more recognition. And then one day he was like, I wish I could turn this into a cartoon. And then we met an animator. And we turned it into a cartoon.
Funny how that happens. Oh, dude, that's hot shit, man.
These are all the characters, by the way, on this shirt. Right?
Okay, yeah, all dude. Right. Yeah, I mean, hey, we do the same. I'm wearing some of our merch as well. I mean, that's you came to the party late. It's all good. Yeah, those of you who if you follow us with the green room as well, getting the warm up show, you would know that Gemini was late tonight, but he was being a hell of a man. So
Pink Floyd T-shirt.
Pink Floyd. Well, I mean, that's appropriate. Is that all right? We like music here. It's okay. Pink Floyd's acceptable here.
In our early. $20 at Costco.
Oh, so when did this come out? I mean, is this something that was like recent, or like are you still putting stuff out? Is there like series or?
We are working on I am working on the third episode.
Okay.
The script, my voiceovers, they're ahead of me. I'm behind. So we have a couple of them out. We have been touring. We went to Vegas, Miami, Hollywood, and then we did one here in October in Nebraska last year. So we toured and we showed the first episode along with us performing as well. So all the shows was a great turnout. It was lit. Everybody came out. We had some celebrities come to a couple of them. So it was real nice.
That's what's up. Yeah, because I mean, again, when we were talking in the green room and stuff, man, or actually, it might have been before that, where I do mad respect for the fact that you're at a spot in your like your career and your life where it's like, yo, it's like if you're gonna have me on, it's like we got to talk money. It's like nothing personal, but this is professional. This is my job. Like I hate to do this, but and I'm happy to help. However, it's like I got to get paid. Nothing, that's how it works.
Yes.
But that's what a professional does. You know what I mean? So like respect, bro.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
It's been, to get there, I remember doing the most shows I did in a weekend was 10.
Damn.
I performed 10 times one weekend. I had 3 shows on Friday, 3 shows on Saturday. No, it was four shows on Friday, 5 shows on the Saturday, and then the one on Sunday.
All this working man in showbiz.
Dude, I was thinking that shit. Get out of my head, bro. Get out of my head. Yeah, right. Dude, that's, and so I'm a firm believer because, we were talking hella hip hop and rap and all that kind of stuff and how it was coming up out of the 80s and whatever. And it's like, I'm a firm believer. It's like, dude, this is an art and a craft, and it's something that, you shouldn't, while you got to pay your dues, if you're a good musician, you should just be able to get your stuff out there. It's like, dude, you shouldn't be, treated like freaking,
a cash cow.
I was gonna, no, bro. I was gonna say products or but yeah, you do exactly right. Like just treated like an animal. It's like, dude, you're a commodity at this point. It's like you're just money to me. Next, it's like, wow.
Well, like, that whole thing about the industry that they show with the RZA in American Saga about like how they changed everything about him. They're like, no, you got to do this, or you got to wear that, or.
He's yes, I know, right?
It's like that's not me, bro. Like,
yeah, again, when you get the catch up on the green room, you're gonna be like, damn it, dude, we went on it, bro. Like, yeah, Hell's is college, man.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of soul searching, if you want to call it that, but it's more about education. I've been trying to educate myself across the board about everything, even the thing.
Man. That's great work. Yep.
I still want to learn about it just a little bit. If I don't have to know everything about it, I just want to know a little bit about it.
That's what we do too. I mean, we like psychology. I mean, like everything is involved, like, and how you, like our latest thing is always talking about the Tesla's thing about
frequencies, energies, vibrations,
and how that translates to
3,
how you should live your life and keeping your frequencies high and
yes.
Because it's a rough world out there, and if you bring that to you, like there's a lot of crap out there, and if you're on that frequency, it's nonstop. But if you can somehow
raise your vibration,
right, and it sounds corny, like you're doing magic or something.
Yeah, but no, like, so like, even so Hells was saying earlier is like, so he's at a place when he writes his stuff, he always makes sure he puts at least like one piece of like homage or like tries to get knowledge or so, like he's doing what like the art is supposed to be. Yeah. Like he's doing hip hop, man. He's living the culture. He's throwing the respect, and dude, that's hot shit.
Gotta be some peace and love in there.
Oh yeah, man. But that's what hip hop's about. As a culture, it was about to how like bring people up. It was a way to like unite blocks and people of all kinds, and it was a way to like share knowledge. I mean, there was like a tribalism to it, man. It's more than a culture. It's like a society, dude. Hip hop is its own nation, like for real.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, I'm a hip hop head. I gotta need to bring the room down. My apologies.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like too with like when you start getting the moniker rap music, that there's a lot more like needless cussing, like just like left and right cussing. Like
you're gonna love the green room
and disrespecting. Yeah, I'm
dude, all three of us got to have this conversation again sometime. This is gonna be amazing.
Am I filling in that part of the conversation that was already had?
Pretty much, dude. Because I mean, yeah, we were both saying it back and forth, especially because I mean, I was raised on it coming from the West Coast, but at the same time, you were also getting like Curtis Blow and the Beastie Boys, Run DMC, like you were getting that East Coast tip too, So it's like and to me, like Hells was saying, it was almost like West Coast gangster, where they were like putting this stamp on it, where it's like, this is the only way it goes. Now all of a sudden you get this East Coast where it's like, bro, this is hip hop, this is culture, this is life, this is education, this is uplifting.
It should be uplifting. I mean, I think number one, not that you can't, I mean, it's like any art, not like you can't dig deep and have some really other emotions in there. But I think overall it should be like a positive vibe, because you got to spread positivity. It's not all about, like gang rap when I was 16 years old was fun. But, like when I got older, I grew out of that and I'm like, it doesn't interest me anymore. Like I like to hear, like if you go 9 bars without saying a single curse word and you actually use some like $10 words in there and you put it together in such a way that it's like, wow, you just told a whole story in like a couple lines, mm-hmm. that is the stuff that impresses me.
Well, I remember I was obsessed at one point in time with music videos. And I remember a time where Busta Rhymes, Jay-Z, Nas, Wu-Tang, all of them, they ran VH1 and MTV.
Right?
Yeah.
If it didn't sound like that, they weren't really playing it. And then, like, when that shift came and they were like, you have to talk about this and you have to rap about this because this is the narrative we want to push. You never really saw those guys' videos on. Yeah. They still was putting out music, but you didn't really see their videos on BT, VH1, MTV like that.
Right.
Oh, yeah, man. But then, I mean, that was the whole thing of like, you had to know the right A&R, you had the right publicist. You had to know all the right people, which meant that they all got paid.
But then when they start tweaking your art, like you wouldn't tell,
You're like RZA before he was fucking RZA.
Like, were you going to sit there and critique the Mona Lisa? Like, that's art. Like, if you don't like it, you don't take it.
See, and that's why I always say this is why I love Music Evolution, like my music shows, because I again, man,
Freedom.
I'll play anything and everything, especially if it's got heart and soul, and especially if I can crank that son of a bitch up to full blast and beyond. Like if I can put you on blast with the windows down and I can rock this shit, I want to put that on the show. I don't care who you are, where it came from, how old it was, how new it is. If it's got heart and soul, I want to play that on the show. And I mean, we're always going to do that, especially because, I mean, now, like, become a part of it and shit, like, dude, I'm always going to make sure that happens. We're going to play only the dopest, realest, honest shit, period.
Yeah.
Word.
The other stuff, I call it flim flam.
Yes, I use flim flam. I fucking love this
Flim
guy.
flam.
Oh, we are definitely brothers. We're going to hang out, man. I'm going to have to come out your way and chill for like a weekend or some shit. Like, no joke.
No, definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah, man. Especially if you got a show or something, we can talk later, man. I'll come through and fucking rock you and shit, man. It'd be dope. It'd be a good time.
Yeah. For sure.
Hell yeah.
The show.
Just saying.
The show.
It's been recorded. This is a verbal contract. We have agreed.
Verbal confirmation.
Right. I'm just saying there's consideration on both parts. This is legally binding at this point. It's gonna happen. No, because for real, like, so we just had Unreal on, right? And we were talking about how on the backside, me and that dude, we're trying to put together something that's like, maybe let's put like a dope ass show out your guys' way, where it's like we get to support and show the love to all these local cats and like make it a monster of a show. And then like me and him, because we ain't that hard of a ride out, man. We could literally drive out, hang for the weekend and shit, throw mad interviews with everybody and just like pump it and just throw the love, but like also make a show out of it. So it's like we can show all sorts of people. It's like, hey, there's hella love in this area. There's some great talent. Like, what's up?
Oh yeah, nice. Hell yeah, I'm definitely down with that. Let's get it done.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, we all got jobs and lives.
Time, bro.
Yeah. So, but no, for real.
The enthusiasm, but
for real. Me and a couple of cats have been trying to put that together. So like, we're talking some stuff on the sides. Like that's how I met him and through some other cats. Cause dude, my one girl, Angela, like she's mad love. I was like, hey, I'm ready to throw some love around. It's like, who do you got? And she started introducing to people. And those people were just like, nah, we good. I got my shit handled, but here you go. And started throwing me some other cats. And it's just like, all right, cool. Like there's some dope music coming out of the Midwest that most people don't even know about. And there was hella people that are showing like the real love, being the hip hop about it. Now, fuck the rap, fuck the industry.
We're talking about a lot of that with Titta about all the stuff that we used to listen to all the time.
That came through Unreal, man. That's how I got that cat. So, I mean, he got a break just because he was doing a show with him and he was like, yo, I met this kid. He's super dope. Like he needs a break. So he was like, yo, here you go. And I was like, dope, man. Yeah, we played his music on Music Evolution. We had him on a couple weeks ago. Yeah, his episodes just aired on, man. We fucking love it. But that's why I was like, man, you're dope. I started like when your guys sent me all your info and shit, I was like, fuck yeah, I want this guy on the show. This is hot shit.
Yeah. I'm glad I came on. Glad I was able. But like I wanted to chime in on the job situation. I'm gonna put it out there because me and my wife was able to stop working when the COVID thing came around. So by the grace of God, I hope you guys are able to elevate so y'all can give up that traditional 9 to 5 so y'all can travel and do what y'all really want to do. Because you don't want to go to that place tomorrow, but you really want to do this all the time.
I did it for 25 years.
Yeah, did you ever see the movie Office Space? Yeah, like the movie Office Space, where you're just like sitting in a cubicle and you hear like, what is it? Something accounting, Nina speaking. How can I direct your call? You're just like, oh my God, shut the fuck up.
I wanted to bring that movie up too.
Did you? Get out of my head.
I did because when I was talking about like curses and like using the N-word in your music.
Yeah, right.
And like you understand, like a lot of white folks like listening to it, and we get so used to the rhythm and we know the words by heart, and then we say it, and then like there's a scene.
Yeah, dude, that was the scene that was in my head because I told him, I was like, yo, I got the movie. Dude, when you were talking that shit, that was what was in my head, bro.
There's a scene when the character Michael Bolton.
Dude, he's all like, ba-da-da-da-da, and there's like this one black guy, he just starts walking by and he's like, oh, no,
it's like selling fruit or something. Yeah,
right.
Like,
just turns the music down. He's like, and as soon as he passes, blah, 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 blah. And he's just like, dude, no. Yeah, murder. No, calm yourself, son.
That's what I was thinking of. That's what I was like thinking in my head. I was seeing that scene over and over.
Yeah, man. But that's the thing though, is like when you make real music, which is what I believe hip hop to be, because rap is its own, genre in a sense, because it's an offshoot of it. Dude, hip hop is the thing that embraces all 5 elements. You know what I mean? And that's especially the education, which is the uplifting part. It's all about protecting your communities, living, loving, growing, all that good shit.
Dude, that's also telling stories too.
Well, hell yeah. Well, because that's the thing is, so back in the day, if you picked up the microphone, there was 2 objectives. You either had something to say or you were here to get the party started. Otherwise, sit your ass down.
Mm-hmm.
But that's hip hop, dude. If you're here to educate and uplift, then pick that shit up, do what you're doing. If not, then put that shit down and go get re-educated.
I mean, I like the old school fun stuff too. I mean, that's why I love when Jurassic 5 came out and started doing albums because. And they even kind of apologize. They're like, one of these days we have to actually come out with some original stuff. But Charlie Tuna, man. Charlie Tuna was the shit. But, my favorite album that I've discussed all the time is actually what one of your beers is named after. So
Liquid Swords.
The Wu-Tang album, the GZA.
Well, the GZA and the RZA album.
Right.
So it was one of the first albums that was produced after Wu-Tang became Wu-Tang, because originally GZA was the genius. And then when he joined Wu-Tang, he was GZA the genius. So he became GZA and just added the genius because it was like that crossover. But yeah, the GZA and the RZA, one of the first albums after Wu-Tang did 36 Chambers,
he was
Liquid Swords. Yeah, he was genius and put out 2 albums, I believe, before he joined Wu-Tang and became GZA or GZA the Genius.
But the Wu-Tang formed like Voltron and the GZA happened to be the head. That's what I'm saying. The Jizz happened to be the head. He's like way ahead of stuff. You know, like
66 times in the head. That's how until he's 66 times in the head smarter than the rest of us.
That's where I was referencing that I pulled up the lines from Also Simple, and I just started reading it just by itself, and I was like, man, this is good. Just as is.
Poetic.
Like, it was a beautiful, I mean,
elegant.
That's why I love it so much, because every track on that entire, that's why I say that is my all-time favorite hip-hop album, because every single track is banging. Every last one. Kind of like 36 years, but
I have a couple I feel like that about. But they're newer artists.
Wyclef.
And the newer.
Oh,
Wyclef's albums. Yo,
I wanted to work with Wyclef's this way.
Like Carnival, man.
Oh, dude, Carnival to this day is still one of my absolute favorite hip hop albums.
I mean, that was another one where like you might skip over because you're looking for a certain track, but like every single track on that album is good.
Well,
is that the one with someone please call 911?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
That is the best album. I ain't gonna lie. That's the best album.
Carnival. Yeah, dude, that album, that's so hot. Because you also get the interludes.
I banged that for months.
Oh, yeah, but dude, you get the thing where they're like in the courthouse or whatever, and there is just like, down, ho, low, or whatever. It's like, was he or was he not funding this whorehouse? Okay, then. God damn it, Your Honor. This guy's it's just like, oh, you think I come courtroom and not know what's going on? Try my dragon salve. Oh, well, I studied a little snake myself. She does. Oh, dude, it's like, come on, like, dude, fucking what? Dude, Wyclef Carnival was some hot shit, son. Dude, the album dope
right,
fire.
It wasn't just the tracks; it was like all the skits and stuff they threw in between.
Dude, when they're like introducing him on the first track, when they're like Melcy Morrow, he's like, "Get off the lawn!" This is like, what the fuck is this shit, dude? I mean. Dude, Wyclef is a hella dope producer. He's funny as hell. Like, you can tell he's just like good ass people, man. Carnival was an immaculate production.
What was that track with the Neville brothers? That one was kicked out. I don't even know if that was on that album or not. I can't remember.
I don't know. Wait, why are you always asking me like I know shit? The fact check is right there. This is not we've settled this.
She's already on it.
Yeah, right. She usually is. She's pretty quick about it, that's why I was saying she's dope people. She keeps this conversation going.
She ruled my world.
Yeah, dude, give her reference. Throw her lyrics.
I need, she supplies.
And you're just like serenading her.
Living in paradise. She ruled my heart.
But yeah, no, because even with Wyclef, you also get like Fugees and stuff, man, and Fuji Love and all that shit. Bro,
Are we ahead now?
Oh my God. I should really learn to just mute his mic.
What is it in? Instead of you singing it.
I can't remember.
But this is
it in a cartoon?
It was a Wyclef.
I'm sorry, Hells. This happens sometimes. It's just this is the way it goes.
It may be that album. I can't
the two of them, I don't.
I'm not allowed to look it up on my phone because that's distracting.
Dude, we can't look shit up. We're aware of this. It has failed every time.
Every single time.
Not once, not a few.
Like
dude.
So I'm looking up Neville Brothers and the Wyclef album.
There you go. See, that'll work out. But yeah, no, dude, like that's, because you even had the, where they did a reboot or a remix of like Staying Alive, dude. Staying Alive was a dope ass track. I mean, it had that same tempo, same vibe. Like they gave it all the same as the Bee Gees, but dude, with Wyclef's tone, like.
That's actually really funny. Like if you take CPR, that's the track they reference. Most teachers like
Staying Alive. Staying Alive.
The beat for chest compressions is supposed to be the same. It matches. Or Billie Jean.
Also. Mona Lisa?
Yeah, there you go. Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa, yes.
Yeah.
Love that track.
Yeah, can I get a date on Friday?
And if you're busy,
I wouldn't mind taking a Saturday. Yeah, dude, Wyclef's hot shit, man. Yeah, so who was like some of your influences? Because we were talking like how you didn't like the rap music, and I got that. I mean, we beat that story already. We're done with that horse. But like, so if for hip hop, like, what were the ones that were like really so influential to you? It's like, yo, I got to do them, but better.
Digable.
Oh man, that's crazy. It's crazy that you asked that because they're rap artists.
Oh, I love it. All right. Well, but what is? Tell me the story though.
One is Pimp C.
Okay.
Another one is Devin the Dude. And then it's a group. 8Ball and MJG.
Dude, see, I'll be honest. I only heard of the middle cat. Like, so, I mean, that's
I've heard of those.
Yeah, you're gonna have to break off some knowledge for me later, man. Because I love new music. Because that's all right. So here's the deal. Like when I do your music evolution episode, give me some of those names. I will find some dope ass shit from them, and I will play it for you, bro.
You said you never heard of Pimp C.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, never mind. I misheard you on that one. But then, yeah. So the first two I know. The third one I don't know.
Okay, 8Ball and MJG.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Check that out.
I mean, I feel like A-Ball, but like I don't know was this like were they only just them, or is there like, because I mean, is there another rapper by A-Ball? Because
it was a rap duo from Tennessee. They're from Memphis, Tennessee, and they better than Outkast.
Whoa, dude, them's fighting words, bro.
This debate is who's better, Outkast or 8Ball and MJG? Me personally, I think 8Ball and MJG.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's why I love like sharing, music interests and stuff. Cause I mean, I love Outkast. I mean, they're beautiful. I mean, I referenced them earlier where we was talking about where you got to sit around and wait for the music to talk to you. And then you write those lyrics. The music tells you what the story is, and you got to write that shit. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, so that's why I'm like, okay. So, yeah, man, we're going to, JD, please take notes and write that down. Put it in the chat. I'm going to check them out.
Share screen.
Oh, I did it on the last one. You got me. Still getting used to this. I'm new at this. Well, I don't know what I normally do with my arms.
What do I do with my arms? Oh. Jeez. Sharing.
Oh, okay. Right. Mm-hmm. 8Ball, JG's an American hit, two are from Memphis, and met in Ridgeway Middle School. Okay. Shit, 84, 93. Then okay. Dude, wow, I'm surprised I've never even heard of these guys. Okay.
If she played a couple songs, y'all would know those songs. Y'all be like, wait, that's them?
Okay, I mean, hey, dude, yeah, I've heard hella shit, so it wouldn't surprise me if that happened. So,
I also sent their link to the group chat.
Nice, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right,
cool. Yeah, no, I'm gonna check them cats out. That's what's up. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, going back to like music evolution, man, like that's just the. That's I love being able to play new stuff, especially when I get different influences from other people. So for me, like I love being able to talk knowledge about music over all the different genres. Like that's the core of the whole show, is to show where the roots came from and how everything grew from it. So, forget hip hop. Like there was shit before this that made hip hop. And so being able to do all that and then still have people be like, hey, but you didn't know about such and such. It's like, oh, I'm still educating myself. And it's like, that's what I am trying to like teach and shit. And I'm just like, fuck, I didn't even know that.
I was pushing you to do that old school, new school thing.
Hell yeah, man. No, dude, that's going to happen.
Or reverse, like play the hip hop track and then play the track that they used as the cut and loop for that track. So the old school,
I mean, I've played a few of the tracks that have been cut from, and then drop knowledge of like, hey, if you didn't know, this is like, because I mean, you have the Amen break and stuff, and like cats don't know about that, because there was a track called Amen Brother that was a B-side from way back in the day. I'm drawing a blank on the name of and I feel like an idiot at the point because, but still it's that little break was, probably bigger than you would say for any of the, The Godfather. I mean, it's like you don't. James Brown is supposedly like the biggest cut sampled, blah blah blah, and it's like
he's not the biggest. No,
it's just the one that's been.
He was the one that stood out because he complained about it.
He was pretty much. Yeah, but so I mean, that's.
But I get it. He was always a performer, so it's like that's how he gets paid.
Ben,
the what? Amen.
What was it?
It was Amen Brothers. It was a B-side. I think it was from like 1943 or something. It It was pretty old. But yeah, it's called the Amen Break. Because the song is called the Amen Brothers, and it's a break section, which is what you get the term break beat from, where you're playing this little snippet of a drum section that is only a fill for like a couple of seconds, but then you start to loop it like you did back in the day, merry-go-round style, like vinyl to vinyl, and now you have this beat that's just continuous, and all you need is an MC to rock, some lyrics. I mean, that's hip hop at its core. You know what I mean?
Told the story, yeah,
dude. I did.
That was it.
I did tell a story.
You told the story.
I did. Good job, little buddy.
That's how I had the figure 8 style, like the
Yeah, but dude, that's what I was saying. Like when you were talking about, rap music to hip hop, I was like, bro, I feel you. Cause it's like I have that much love and respect for hip hop as a culture. I mean, I was raised on that shit from the streets. Like, I mean, literally Mexican barrio. So that's why I was like, dude, NWA and Easy and all that shit. Dude, that's what everybody else listened to. But I mean, in my house, I was still listening to like Patsy Cline and like John Denver and Johnny Cash and Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimi Hendrix.
John Denver.
Dude, fuck yeah, John Denver.
John
fucking John
Denver.
Oh, Jesus Lord. But yeah, but
You're gonna light my ass on fire.
I'm gonna light my award on fire. Yeah. No, but so I mean, having again getting that rap as like the main influence, but having the roots. Played to me. So it was like I still had the knowledge of it. It's like I knew where it came from. So
I like the roots.
Do I like
Gregory Coleman?
I believe so. Yeah. That sounds about right.
I like J. Rue.
Yeah, what year is it? Give me the year on it, because that would be the reference.
1969.
No, I feel like it was earlier than that. The Amen Break, I feel like it was from the 40s. If I'm not recalling. I got the stack of info in front of me.
I'm telling you what it is. I mean,
yeah, but I never trust her source because I like being right. It
is, man.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I think that might be right, but I don't know. I'll have to.
They're gonna do what it do, baby.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I've been wrong before. I'm okay with it.
Have you?
Well, I mean, that I'm aware of.
You admit that?
No, redacted.
I wasn't wrong. I was just not right.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So, I mean, have you always been a Midwest cat? Like, are you from where you're at, or like, did you?
Yeah, I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. I grew up in Denver, Colorado. So it was like right next to each other. But there's a big difference.
Well, I've been to Denver, but
Denver, Colorado, Nebraska. Even though they're right next to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Which one do you like better?
Okay. Do you do shows in Denver, or?
I've done a few shows there. Yeah, I just don't really know anybody to move around like that. I mean, I have a lot of family out there, but they don't do music. They don't go out, so it's like they don't know the venues or anything like that. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why I said, man, we're gonna talk on the side. I got a hookup for you, bro. I'm gonna take care of you.
Excuse me.
What? You're disgusting. I don't even know how you get this.
Filthy animal.
Keep the change. We're just bringing the count up right now.
Oh yeah, drink.
No, we don't drink. They drink. That's the
no, because that makes it funnier. You see, because then.
Dude, oh my God, bro! I was cutting our episode with Artie and freaking the conversation. I got to get you the audio on it, man. I was pissed at myself. Waiting, yeah, so have I, dude. Hey, Sasuke, dude, I can only edit so much. I'm one man. Jesus.
Well, we got to work on that because I would like.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, we're still building our brand, bro. Because, like you said, I mean,
I want to feel more like a partnership than feel like you're.
Oh, you want to be my partner?
I don't want to be number 2 anymore. So number 1B.
1B. Dude, that's like the basement freaking apartment in the Bronx or some shit. That was the shit in Fight Club where he was just like, oh, it's a shitty basement apartment.
Well, Sherlock lived in a B, didn't he?
Dude, he lived in the whole building, bro. Sherlock was rich as shit.
Or was it, what was it, 221B Baker Street? Something like that. Right?
Yeah, but that's England. They're different than us. They number shit differently. Dude, they're on a whole nother level of swearing over there.
Yeah. You're talking about Cockney, actually.
Cockney. Yeah, no, bro. So
You're the one that does that one.
Yeah, do you like any British movies or something like what Guy Ritchie? Did you ever see like the new Sherlock Holmes with freaking my mind's blanking tonight. Green Room was effective, I'll tell you that.
You're not gonna get
Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you like those kind of styles with the British stuff or?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I like those. Those movies was good.
I'm sure you don't watch Downtown Abbey.
Oh, fuck that. I'm not that BBC, but yeah, no, I like Guy Ritchie because he does some pretty dope stuff. Yeah, like because
You watch Bridgerton?
I don't even know what that is.
I like Doctor Who.
I don't even know what that is.
What?
What? I don't watch it though.
I guess it's the more cooler version of Downton Abbey.
See, I don't know either of these. There's probably a good reason. Yeah. So like, what was your thing? Because I like Sherlock as a written character, like reading some of the stories and stuff. So having Guy Ritchie make that kind of, a portrayal of it, like to me, it's like the rawest sense of like, yo, that's why Sherlock would be that smart, why he would have like all that knowledge, why to be so like. Well, I mean, what did you like about those that you enjoyed the most?
Those new Sherlock Holmes movies.
Yeah.
It was all the. It was mostly the effects.
The fight scenes.
Dude, the fight scenes are dope as shit.
The fight scenes was cool. They was good, but like the way they were using the effects, they were using them like the Matrix.
Yeah, they made it almost
That's
like
what I said.
Yeah,
it was very Matrix-like. Yeah,
well, but it made it almost like cinematographic. Like it was very like almost elegant. Like it gave it emotion.
but I loved how you got to see the entire fight in slow motion. Then you saw it in a blink of an eye, and you were like,
And you saw it real quick. Yeah, that shit was.
like that made it just so much better. It was like Tarantinoing a movie. Like it just like the content alone was good, but that made it so much better.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Dead silence.
Oi, where did that come from? It's your favorite line.
That is my absolute favorite line of that whole entire fucking movie. He whipped the dude's ass in the freaking bar, and then it's just like the room's dead silent, and
it's
you
like-
hear that cat in the back that's just like out of nowhere, and they're all like, "Yeah, fucking, where did that come from?"
Gambler number 32.
Yeah, right. It's just credit in the sky. Oh, Jesus.
Like nobody. Can you
but
say this
see-
line? Yeah, sure.
But see, and that's the thing is like, that's why, like, going back to the hip hop thing, there's an elegance behind it. There's a beauty to it. So,
Even the mistakes are elegant. Yeah.
dude, imperfection is perfection, man.
I agree. I really, seriously, I agree. Like
To be perfect is to mess up.
when it's scrubbed, it's just, that's why we do our show like this, right?
Hell yeah, man. Live on cut. We don't edit this
Nothing.
shit. Yeah, dude. Raw, we give it to you with no trivia.
We like cocaine straight from Bolivia. My hip hop will rock and shock the nation. Like the Emancipation
That's my fault. I wound him
Proclamation.
up.
Sorry.
That was my bad. I should have.
You should know better.
Sorry.
It's like,
Damn it.
I can't push buttons, but you pushed mine. So
Hey. I mean,
you wound me up. What am I?
the little monkey. Yeah. Ching, 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 ching. Yeah, man. It's all good.
Ching, ching. There's a 6-year-old clap again.
But yeah, dude, no, I love the honesty behind hip hop and anything like that, man. Cause I don't watch like TV and shit. Cause I can't get into that stuff. Like there's so much crap on nowadays. I don't listen to the radio cause most of it's bullshit pop like crap where it's just like, this is what is awesome and you'll like it. No, dude, there's no heart and soul in this.
Or you'd never hear something like, I see you're using an old style. I'd wondered where you learned it from.
You do. I
Dual the iron mic? Come on.
Do I know?
It's even like that with the new hip hop nowadays. It's like they want to sing the song so good or so perfect or in a way that like there's feeling in the song. It's like, yeah, it sounds good, but I don't feel anything.
Right. There's no soul. No Soul Simmons.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, like, all right, so you're a Midwest cat, man. Do you like Tech Nine and stuff? I mean, do you like him at all, or?
Man, I grew up with Tech Nine. Like basically, like I watched his whole career before he was Tech Nine.
Yeah, like Angelic and all that shit, the old shit with the
Before Angelic. before.
What's his name? The guy that he doesn't fuck with no more because he's bad for me.
He was when he was with Rogue Dog Villains.
Yeah, that cat. Yes, sir.
Yes, that's when I was listening to Tech Nine.
Okay.
Twista, all of them. Tech Nine, Twista, all like what's the one group? Smoking on hay in the middle of the barn. What's that?
I don't know. You can ask JD on that. Are those lyrics?
Yep. Smoking on hay in the middle of the barn. Who else is from the Midwest? Psychodrama.
Well, so I mean, you also get cats like Slug, LP, Idea and Abilities. I mean, that's like Def Jux and stuff. That's coming up. And that's not like true Midwest, but it's from that same area. You're talking like Ohio and all that shit and over in that way. So it's like up in that area, which, you know, they consider themselves part of, the Midwest, which I mean, at this point, they kind of are, because you get Atmosphere, which most people don't realize. Slug is the rapper. Atmosphere is the group. And when Atmosphere performs live, they actually play live instruments. So they'll play their songs that they make because they make hip hop and it's a cut and sample track. But when they go and perform them live, they actually play it live and still do it.
Dude, he's
like
still rocking. He's still rocking. I looked up one of the concerts he did last year, I think, or whatever. But he's still rocking it, man. I mean,
Conflict.
How old is he now?
That's them. Yeah.
Okay. Midwest cast we were talking about because we were still talking on like the Tech Nine and stuff. But yeah, I mean, so I heard, so Angelic was obviously like the first one I heard, and me being like uber nerd and like knowing how to find stuff, I found his earlier stuff because there was 2 albums before that I think that he did, right? It was 2.
Yeah.
So I mean, and even that shit was dope, and he got a chance to remake a few of them. I think it was the album after Angelic. But yeah, because then I think it was like his 3rd one at that point, which is the one where everybody would probably know him the most for. Where he got his like MTV video up and shit.
Yeah,
the big freaking Kool-Aid, pink red hair and shit.
That's where I was like, it's enough for me.
Yeah, but he was trying to brand himself. Like he saw what the industry was doing, and he's like, "Fuck you! I'll play the game and do it myself." Like he's another one of those self-made cats.
I'm not mad at him or anything, but when it came to that, because he was pushing it with Angelic, he was pushing it a little bit because I saw the face paint and I was like, "Are you a juggalo? I don't understand what's going on," but I listened to it and it was still dope, and I was like, "Okay, this is cool." But then he came with the other, and I was like, man, he's going a different way than I want him to do.
Yeah, I would say he went like for a hot minute, he almost kind of got lost in that persona where he was, playing the capitalistic game of the industry where it's like you got to personify yourself. And now he's almost back to a place where it's like he's running the show. Like he's a producer, he's a label owner, like he's doing it. And there's a heart and soul back to it again where he's like, I don't have to perform for people. He's like, this is from me and I got to put it out there because I got to set that example. So
then you got people that influence, like, oh, well, you want to be in the market share, then you have to do this, or you have to wear this, or you have to talk about this.
Yeah, Rakim.
Right. I mean,
Rizzo, Rizzo.
Reference like, that again. But
yeah, right. You're going to wear a top hat and tails. He's like, nah, man, that's not really my style.
Right.
Get up there.
Yeah. Well, hey, you were saying like when you show up to a venue, like you do your thing. So like, what's your style, man? Like, what's your typical dress? Like you try to be, James Brown with the cape and shit and like all fly as hell. You got like your mad style or what?
Yeah. Suit and tie.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Suit and tie. And I'm going to sing and I'm going to rap. And people are going to be like, wait, you going to rap wearing that? Of course I am.
Hell yeah.
Well, dude, because think about it with like East Siders, man. East Siders with Dog and all them. And like the way they put, that was some soulful shit. That was some good stuff. On the freaking cover, they're all like OG styled out with the pinstripes and the suit and tie and shit, like hats and all that. Like, dude, that's some cool shit, man. I like that, bro.
Before I got with Sean, my manager before him, she suggested that because I was just t-shirt, jeans, you know. She was like, nah, you're more talented than everybody else, so you have to stand out. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, well, you sing and you rap and you perform. So you stand out when you're up there. So you might as well stand out before you get up there.
Right.
So I was like,
It's like an image consultant.
Well, no, because Russ, to go back to Russ, man, he's got one of his lines where it's like, if you want to stand out, you got to be outstanding. Dude, for real. It's
Right.
beautiful wordplay, but it's real knowledge, man. If you want to say, hey, I'm something special, then you have to carry yourself as something special. It's like the movie Boiler Room, where it's like, act as if. Dude, act as if you're like the owner of the company. You know, act as if you got a 10-inch cock. Act as if you have your own Ferrari and you have a dude. It's like, dude, act as if this is who you want. The fake it till you make it. Carry yourself the way you want to be when you get there, and stay there once you make it, because it's a great journey and it's worth the work.
It's a fine line between that and being yourself. You know, there's after a while, you don't realize that you're like half your life is a fake. So you got to be careful of that, you know, too.
Well, but you're not really faking it. What it is you're manifesting. You're carrying yourself in the realm. Because that's the thing is like, dude, we could be popular now in, you know, the now, like 10 years from now when somebody's re-listening to this episode or some shit. I don't know. But the simple fact is the person who I am now and 10 years from now, I want to be that same person, if not more humble, more appreciative, more respectful. And so I'm going to carry myself at that and just push to be that better person. Like,
yeah.
And it's not to bring the room down, but some of the best artists don't get recognized until after they die. So,
well, yeah, because the industry's a bitch.
Well, it's
if you don't play the fucking game, they don't give a shit. It's not about the heart. It's not about the love. It's not about the knowledge.
On this, or you could put it on even like artists of, you know, like the 1500s. You know, like a lot of them didn't get notoriety until after they died, and then suddenly it was like, boom. You know,
dude, why are you bringing up old shit?
Just saying, bro. It's all about the art. Like you gotta, if you're not expressing from the heart, like as long as you're still expressing from the heart, I don't care what I wear. You know, you're still expressing yourself. You're expressing your own words. Nobody told you what to write. Nobody's trying to puppeteer you. You're doing your own thing.
Yep.
Like, shit, I'll rock a suit any day.
You're right. Yeah, we had one of my friends on last night who's a local musician, Rebecca, she's an absolute sweetheart.
Yeah.
She's a phenomenal musician. I mean, guitarist, piano, lyricist. She's like folk rock grunge kind of a thing, like with acoustic and stuff. But dude, she's got a great personality, all professional. Like there's something special about her because she believes in herself. She doesn't believe she's special and acts that way. She just acts her way because she's like, this is who I am. Like she's just being honest with herself. And she makes dope music, man. So, I mean, it's like, yeah, we love getting cats like this on where it's like, you actually give a shit, you know? Because you're usually good people, but then two, you usually have pretty good music. And I love getting new music, man.
That was fun. And I still have to check out her stuff.
Yeah, it was dope. Yeah, which I mean, dude, I can't like honestly with the music station. I'm excited to play your music when I get your Music Evolution episode out. It's gonna be hot shit. Yeah, the now with the flippy floppy and the.
I think you'll be getting. I'm on a boat. I think you'll probably be getting some emails from that.
I hope so, because I mean, dude, that's the thing is like. And this is the same thing I love about Adam, right? Because Adam's the same way. So Adam's the main guy who actually started the radio station DIM that I work with and stuff, and I'm partnering with and all that. He gives a shit. So it's the simple fact of like we're here to not get paid to take care of our friends, because that's a job, and it's not going to be a job to care about our community and give back to those who are trying to do the same thing. We all have to help each other, and this guy actually does it. He doesn't talk the talk. He walks the walk, and he's humble as shit about it. Dude, I love this guy. Like, but I mean, that's the thing. Again, when I'm at a place where it's like I can throw the love, man. When I got introduced to you, I was like, dude, this guy's dope. I was like, this is gonna be good. I like him.
Yeah.
Dude, we were actually having like a doper conversation before we even started the green room. I'm like looking at them like, come on, guys, can we start? They're like, hold on, I got to make one more point. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Well, just looking at me, he's like, can we record this? I was like, you never have to hold on.
That's the thing. Like, you never have to hold on for the green room because it's like there's really nothing going on that we wouldn't put on it. Yeah, you know, it's us getting to know each other. It's us warming up our voices. You know, turning our brains on, which I still think I'm running in like second gear right now. But
you did kind of come in late. It's all right. But hey, you've made up for it very well, and you know you've proven yourself worthy. We appreciate you.
You are the young Padawan.
But there's probably a million questions I could ask you, but I can tell. And it was the same thing with Rebecca. Like I can tell when I get in this space with somebody, like I can feel the energy, and you know, it's a good vibe coming from you, man. It's all love.
Well, dude, I mean, anybody who can talk like rap and hip hop for an hour straight is, dude, you're dope in my book just for that fact. That's love, man. And he has correct knowledge.
I have this saying I always say to my wife: if you don't like me, there's something wrong with you.
Dude, I've said that a few times for myself. It's like, there are plenty of people that don't like me, but in all honesty, it's usually because they actually like kind of look up to me, and so they're just going to put me down. It's like, hey man, it's like we said, it's like, dude, when we first got it, we finally had a hater who hit us up and was just like, oh my god, blah blah blah, like ran his mouth about some shit.
Just one,
dude. And I looked at him, I was like, bro, we made it. We got a hater. We did it. Yes.
I was just disappointed it was only one.
I don't one. I'm
like, I need material here.
Well, dude, I'll be honest. The people who I've been interacting with lately, it's like it's all positivity in a sense, and we're actually having a conversation, and we're agreeing with each other, even though we have like differences of ideas or opinions.
That's the thing. Like, we're not trying to create a brand. Like, if anything, the brand we're selling is just us. Like, and
I don't care what you're buying. This is all we got to sell you.
This is the conversation that's just been continuous for 30 years. It's just, these are the sections of it that we've recorded, and like we joke about that, but that's honest to God. That's exactly what's happening. We don't edit anything. We don't we truncate ums and ahs sometimes just to make it fit, but
well, no, the audio edits. So I make radio edits for a lot of stuff. However, I was like, yeah, no. We do have 100% unedited. Like, dude, that's the thing is we don't, you can't, to me, you can't write scenes like this. Like there's not somebody in Hollywood right now, like writing this, like, and Gemini says, and then he references, like, dude, nobody would write this shit. It'd be the most boring thing in the world. However, this is a raw, honest conversation, and you can like see it and all that. It's just like, holy crap. It draws you in because there's a raw honesty to it. We're trying to we have 3 points here of what we're trying to do. We want to educate. We want to, be entertaining, and we want to take care of our community. Like, dude, if we're not
uplifting should be in there too, but
that's taking care of your community.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, but
how are you going to take care of your community? By putting it down? That's not how that works. Come on.
Yes, but then just to be more specifical.
Making up words and shit.
Try to be uplifting.
Dude, you weren't even here for the green room. What are you trying to catch up over there? Were you doing shots of tequila in the kitchen? What the hell?
Specifical?
Was there still
next shirt?
Then now he's like, oh, there's tequila. You didn't say tequila earlier. You didn't earn tequila. You got to be on. Winners get tequila.
Oh, bro, you don't even know. You don't even know, bro. I don't even like. Why would you ever write this?
But you can't.
That's my point. So it's obvious. I mean, if you're,
that's why I like. That's why I am like, dude. Because from the get go, I told you I was like, no, it's going to be raw, unedited. I am not going to cut this shit.
Raw. I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah, but I mean, I do make edited versions because it's. I give you the truncated like 1 hour shot, so it's like quick, easy. It's like, hey, I got my drive into work or something, or I'm getting ready for work, or it's like, boom, here's your perfect little. Dude, that's how much love we have for our people. We make it easy for them to listen to us.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Like when we first started doing this, it was like 2.5 hours.
Oh, hell yeah.
An hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, we would just let it roll. But like, no joke. Like whatever we also had like 45 minutes and shit where it's like, all right, I'm bored. I gotta go get a beer.
Right.
Cut. All right. Well, that sucks. Yeah, but,
there's people that are at work. I remember when I did used to work.
I worked 9 to 5. Yeah.
5 p.m. to 5 a.m. So I needed something to work. I needed something to listen to. I needed something to keep me occupied. So
right.
Y'all providing people. If I would have had this, man, I would have listened to y'all show.
It's like jogging music. Like, you can't just run without anything. Well, I mean, eventually I could, but
Dude, I mean, I like running without the same thing. I
got used to running without anything because it gets annoying when the freaking.
But see, I was also, when I rode my motorcycle, I also did no music. Like I just wanted silence, as much, as little input as possible. Especially when you're riding on one of those things. Especially when I'm riding on one of those. I'm not very smart when it comes to two wheels.
Over here.
I just going to be honest. I don't ride them anymore. I'm smarter now.
You're on a whole different.
Just don't touch them anymore. Just don't touch them.
I ride for the enjoyment of the experience without having to. I don't have to blip the throttle every 2 seconds. I don't have to pull wheelies. I'm riding a Triumph.
He just wants to.
Oh yeah, no. I'm so the way I always put it is there's a lot of idiots and assholes on the road, and I'm one of them. As soon as I get on two wheels, I'm just like, okay, dude. I don't. But at the same time, I don't mind sitting in traffic and just like I wasn't one of those types that would like. Okay. What? I wasn't one of those cats that would, slide up the side of traffic or like cut through lanes or stuff. I was always, I sat with everybody else. I'm another fucking, car on the road or whatever. But, if I had an open area, somewhere where I felt safe that it's if I did mess up, I wasn't hurting anybody, but maybe me. Yeah, I do a lot of dumb shit.
On the side of the road that has the acceptable miles per hour. Like that's just a suggestion, right? I mean, when you're on two wheels, it doesn't really apply.
At 150 plus miles an hour, you don't see those signs. You're just like 70. I don't know.
That was a sign.
I think there was a 1 in front of that. Okay, go faster. No.
Yeah.
I don't ride like that.
Right. But I'm also one of those OG cats where growing up out of Cali, like I was telling you, I grew up on like lowriders and stuff. So, I mean, I used to have a Chevy S10 that I built from scratch. Like I ordered it from the factory, slammed the shit out of it. I would be driving through traffic at like, 60 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour and just dump the, entire suspension out and just start dragging frame down the road. And sparks are flying there and just traffic just pulls itself up.
Yes, I am a jackass.
Oh, because again, I am dumb enough to do some shit. This is why I don't mess around no more. I'm a responsible adult. I'm a father. I take care of my family. Like I don't do wheelies and drag frame anymore.
You're boom boom, aren't you?
I'm the boom boom kid. Yeah, no, it's. But yeah, dude. I mean, so how long have you been doing your music? Like, how long have you actually been out? Like, because you were saying like, yo, I'm doing this now. Like, so I mean, how long you been at it? Where it's like, this is your job, bro.
Well, I started professionally 2015. That's when I dropped my first song available on all streaming platforms. And I became HellzFlame musical artist on Google. Because I used to Google myself before. Wasn't shit up there at all online about me.
Is that like a private thing? Like you don't do that when other people are around? Like, do you feel weird doing that? Googling?
No. I Google myself to check and see where my status is at. Because at first I was Googling myself and there was nothing. Like I couldn't find me. Then I released that song and then it popped up musical artists. Now that I'm a voice actor, I'm waiting for musical artist / voice actor. I'm waiting for that part.
Keep adding stuff onto there.
Nice.
Yeah. Then it's going to be musical artist / voice actor /
yeah.
Slasher. No, not that.
Well, no, but it'll keep adding on.
Redacted.
Because the truth is, you're a performer at heart. If you're a singer songwriter, like you're already used to wearing multiple hats. Like it's not really that much of a step to go. Like you said, doing voiceovers, and voiceovers could lead to acting. You never know. I mean, there's all kinds of avenues for that. But you're a performer. You know what I mean? Like you've now stepped out of that just because you have that one slash. That's like the start of it all, you know?
Dude, I know that first slash feels so good.
It can go as far as you want to take it.
Well, so technically you are a slasher because you're just like, yo, I'm just adding more, bro. I'm just adding more.
Slash.
Right? Dude, I mean, dude, it's always the joke, but it's like, yo, how many jobs you got? Yo, I got 7 jobs. Lord of mercy. It's just like, damn, that's a good, hardworking boy.
I got 7 jobs. The cooking, the cleaning, the ironing. I'm a bus boy. I got a bartender.
Oh, you're right. Oh man,
I do it all. I'm a maid.
But dude, I mean, it's true. I've been in Jamaica a few times.
The short skirt. I mean, yeah, man, booyaka,
dude. Why are you just being disrespectful as shit over here, bro?
No, I'm sorry. Oh my God, no,
so anytime you think Jamaican or some shit, he always goes to like half baked.
No, for real. Like I had, and
it's like, oh, you're from Jamaica. What part? Right by the beach.
Right by the beach. But no, I want
to talk to Samson.
Yeah, all that
I had
shit.
These 2 guys when I was working my corporate job. I started at the bottom, so I was working in the mailroom and stuff.
And now you at the top.
There was 2 guys that I was friends with that would like every Friday they would go and get like Jamaican food.
Dude,
from this place in Philly,
jerk wings,
and come back.
Oh, good jerk wings. Oh my God.
And like I made friends with them and I started adding to their order. I was like, yo, could you pick me up some oxtail? Like I'd never tried it. I was like, and I started getting that on a regular, but like, and we weren't like friends, but we were like work acquaintances and we joke around with each other. And like when I'd stop by the window or whatever to drop something off or talk to him for a minute, like he would play with me. He would ask how I was doing, like how's the fam and all this other stuff. But it was always like, bomba clot, you know, like it was hilarious. And we'd be walking across from each other in the hall, and we would reference each other like that. And it was just like, you know.
No, bro, I just got Bad Boys too, where it's like, who in my house? It's like, the devil. Why you have to say the devil? The devil not welcome here. And it's like, oh, God, no.
Yo, you got to take the bass out your voice. You came to borrow some brown sugar? Jesus, yeah, no, that's
and some holy water.
Oh, but yeah, no, we're at that point where we gotta.
That's what happens.
I know, dude.
Should have known. When I go off the rails, then
no shit. Yeah, we either start tangenting like 17 times in a row, or the conversation is just like, oh my God, that's a really good point. Yeah, but we have to go now, so we're gonna just cut the conversation here.
But we'll definitely hook up again. It's been real, you know.
Oh yeah, no, bro, no, for real. You and I, we're gonna chat on the side. I got you, homie.
Show.
Yeah, as well as you're gonna come back on. We're gonna talk like possibly putting some shows together and shit, dude. Like I'm telling you, man. For those of you at home, if you ain't heard HellzFlame, you got to be looking them up now. Like
check it out.
Yeah, but that's what we do here, dude. We find that good local talent of anything where the industries, because it's not just hip hop and rap and music and stuff. Dude, all industries are like this. Dude, it's all about like they try to make as many difficult barriers to entry as possible, and it's just squashing beautiful art because you can't, air quote monetize
it's just
that shit.
An endless supply of interesting people for us to talk to.
No
so
shit,
I got no problem with that.
Yeah, man. Dude, this has been an absolute blast. The green room was fucking amazing. Getting to know you has been dope as shit. Listening to your music was awesome. You're definitely one, because dude, or like on the chat, you were doing some like Nate Dogg and shit. I was just like, bro, I literally heard that in my head. Like, dude, no shit. Yeah, man, dude, smoke weed every day. Dude, it's just like, I was like, bro, this is like, did we just become brothers? Yeah, like, homie, I get you.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I can't come back, man. Oh.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna hook you up, bro. But yeah, fam, we appreciate you so much. Please continue the conversation. Hit us up, ity@directionsinmusic.org, or individually
GEMINI@directionsinmusic.org.
Bleep, blorp, bleep. Yeah, and Philly D, PHI, at directionsinmusic.org. Yeah, this is, I'm telling you, we, Mr. HellzFlame, thank you so much. If you want to get in touch with us, find this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna put your information out there, as well as, if you want to talk to this dude, hit us up. We'll get you in touch, because he's an absolute professional and, a great gentleman as well. But, Yeah, fam, as always, we appreciate you. Philly D.
Mr. Gemini.
Clickety clack, a fact checker, Miss JD.
And special guest.
HellzFlame.
HellzFlame. Yeah, but hey, fam, we appreciate you. We love you so much. But as always, be good to yourself. Be good to everything else.
Much love.
Peace.
Peace.
Out of here.
Awesome.